this is part 2 of me wanting to learn how to do makeup. So we're gonna have to start from the basics, starting with what a primer is. There's some people who never use it, and then there's other people who absolutely swear by it. To be honest, I never heard of a makeup primer. I never knew it actually existed. I always thought you just, you know, slap on the liquid foundation, dab on the powder foundation, and then you just kind of keep going from there. So what is a primer? So the primer is supposed to act like a barrier between the skin and the makeup. Yeah, your girl did her homework. What primer are you looking for? I don't know. I generally do not know. I thought a primer was just, it was just like a cream. You just put on your face, you let it set, and you just slap on the foundation, and that's it. But no. There's like 1,000,000,002 different primers out there that do multiple different things. There's one for blurring, there's one for color correcting, there's one for illuminating, there's one for pore minimizing, there's one for, I got my notes here, there's one for matte, there's a silicone base type of primer for oily skin. Researching makeup is making me feel very, very overwhelmed. But that's why we're here. That's why we're here, and we're starting from the basics. As someone in her 30s, now wanting to learn how to do makeup properly, I feel like it's a lot. After Googling how to apply makeup properly, in what sequence do I apply it, I walk into the makeup store, I ask the lady, I'm looking for a primer, because now I know that's one of the first steps I gotta do before slapping on the foundation. So I go up to the lady and I said, I'm looking for a primer. She said, okay, what primer are you looking for? And she just sees me staring at her blankly. And she's like, okay, you don't know. That's okay. What's your skin type? So that leads us to our next thing. What is our skin type? So my skin type, obviously, like probably most of the population, it varies depending on the season that I'm in. During the wintertime, I'm more dry. And then during the summertime, obviously, I'm going to be more oily. So I went up to her and I said, maybe I have a combination skin. I actually don't know. I think I have combination because I only feel like my skin is dry, obviously, when I don't moisturize it. And then my skin doesn't really get oily. So I think maybe I have normal skin. I'm overthinking this too much. But what I do know is that I'm allergic, or I have a sensitivity, I should say, to propanediol. So I have to be very careful, and I have to read the ingredients to make sure that there's like no propanediol in that primer or any of my makeup. So the different types of primers that we're going to try today are the Hydro Grip Primer Pre-Game Pack. And if you saw the last video that I posted that I went to Sephora, I got some samples, and the 2 samples that I got for primers are going to be the Benefit POREfessional Lite Primer and the Benefit POREfessional Matte Primer. Apply 1 to 2 pumps onto clean skin. Wait 1 minute before applying makeup. So on this side is going to be the Hydro Grip. And from all the videos I've watched, they all said to avoid the eyes, like the eye area. And we just need a little bit. Apparently all you need is a small amount of primer. I don't even know if I took enough. Maybe I'm gonna put this a little bit on my neck, because some of the YouTube videos I've seen said that they put makeup on their neck. It feels sticky. The Hydro Grip Plus Glow Primer. So makeup gripping primer made with light reflecting pearls for a luminous glow. When it comes to products, I'm very heavy-handed. So I guess this is something I'm definitely gonna have to learn. Oh. I feel like this one kind of glided on my face. Hope it doesn't make me look shiny. This is supposed to go all over your face, right? Yes, all over your face. Okay, so we're going to wait about 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to see if there's actually a difference. Then after, I'm going to wash it off and we're going to try on new primers. All right, so what do we think? So I feel like I see a difference looking in the mirror. Like I can see like around here is a lot shinier than here. I feel like this This side kind of looks more dull. It looks more like my skin. And then here, I feel like I look very shiny. Do you guys see a difference? Do you see a difference? I felt like it was tacky going on. Like I felt like it was kind of sticky. But now that it's like settled into my skin, I don't feel the stickiness. Now, if I put this on after I put on my moisturizer and I don't continue putting on the makeup, can I just get away with this? Put a little bit of the primer here. And that's it. That's it. No makeup, no foundation after. Can I do that? Is that a thing in the makeup beauty world? Is that a thing? Let me know. Let me know. So I got Benefit POREfessional Lite Primer. And then I got the Benefit POREfessional Matte Primer. Sample A is the Benefit POREfessional Lite Primer. Wow, when they say sample, it really is a sample. Like, they don't even actually fill it up to the top. It's like a little drop. It's very thick. I'm holding the whole container upside down. It's very thick. Nothing's really coming out. There's no smell to it. For some reason, I thought primers would smell like flowers. I don't know why. When I was in Sephora like 2 weeks ago, I was asking about the primer. She told me to apply with my fingers. So do you guys apply primer with your fingers or do you apply it with a brush? So this is what the product looks like on my finger. It's white compared to the other one, which was like a goldish color and like a very clear color. So let's apply this one to this side of my face. Remember, we want to use a pea-size amount. Is that a pea-size amount? I don't even know. Okay. I say that's a pea size. I wonder if it's like a pea size amount on the different areas of your face. So like part of your forehead, pea size. This is a pea size, and that's a smudge. Let's add a pea size. That looks like a pea size. Ooh, okay, this one is definitely a lot thicker to rub in. Okay, so here is the directions on how to use this on Sephora's website. It says to prime in the morning, apply a thin layer to moisturize skin from the center of your face outwards. Ooh, that's what we did. Then it says wait a few seconds and apply makeup as usual or wear alone. So you can wear primer alone. So when we're applying primer, the directions say to start on the inwards and then work your way outwards. It doesn't go on as smooth. Like I don't really understand the texture. It feels like it's going on smooth, but it feels, I don't know the feeling. How do I describe this? Wow. Oh, definitely a beginner. Can you tell? Okay, so sample B is the Benefit POREfessional Matte Primer. This one actually looks like it was probably a lot tougher to come out the tube, whereas this one, which was the first one we tried, the Benefit POREfessional Light Primer, this one seems a lot smoother, like texture-wise. Like I'll show you side by side. Do you see the difference? My sample B is going on my other side of my face. It's definitely a lot thicker. Came up with this use a pea size amount? Am I doing this right? Do you guys do the same thing? Am I doing like, let's just jump to the directions. It says smooth all over face with fingertips, use alone or under makeup. Oh shoot, too close to my eye. Oh, too close to my eye. Wait. So let's see. We're gonna dry this down. I can't remember if I dried down the other side. Okay, so we're gonna let the makeup sit for about 1 to 2 minutes, and we're gonna see what happens after this. But remember, this is the matte side, this is the light side. Sample A is Benefit POREfessional Light Primer. Sample B is the Benefit POREfessional Matte Primer. So it's best for oily, combo, or normal skin. Good for pores, natural finish, and there is no scent. See, like that's what I was saying earlier. I felt like primers would have had scent, but it's fragrance free. It's supposed to be lightweight, and it's a breathable water-based primer, and it's supposed to blur. Do you guys see a blur? I don't know. So I let it sit for a bit, and let's do our final review on these two products so far. I can feel a difference. Like I feel like this side is slightly tighter. Like my skin feels slightly tighter on this side than this side. And it's also supposed to like minimize shine. Do you see a difference in my pores? We tried on 4 different primers. We tried on 2 milk ones, which one was just the Hydro Grip and the other one was the Hydro Grip plus the Glow. And then the next 2 primers was by the Benefit Cosmetic brand. We tried the Lite primer, and then we also tried the POREfessional mattifying primer. This is the one I saw the biggest difference. I saw more of a shine, more of a pearl look to my face. But the other ones, I feel like I can't really tell. I do feel like there's like, I do feel like it's very lightweight, and I don't feel like I have anything actually on my face. On this side, because it's mattifying, I feel like I actually didn't moisturize my face. So I feel like that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to like kind of help with oily skin. So maybe I'll try that more in the summertime, but I feel like I can't actually give a true opinion until I put on the foundation. But also keep in mind that I'm a beginner, and these are just beginner thoughts. So my final thoughts as a beginner, I actually have no idea what I'm supposed to be looking at or feeling. Okay. I feel like I have to apply the foundation, and maybe that's how I will know the difference. And then maybe I'll give you a recap in my next video once I start applying the foundation. Last thing before I end this video, another thing I learned today, I answered my own question. You can use sun primer alone, or you can add it with your makeup. The last thing I learned was once you apply your moisturizer, you want to wait a couple of minutes for everything to soak in. Then you want to add the primer, let everything soak in, and then follow up with your foundation or whatever you're doing after that. So stay tuned for my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.